Seth Rollins denies Becky Lynch's pregnancy claims after shocking incident. WWE drama unfolds. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In a stunning twist that has rocked the WWE Universe, Becky Lynch made a jaw-dropping claim that left everyone speechless. The man herself publicly stated that she was pregnant again, and this time, she said Seth Rollins is the father. But what happened next sent shockwaves across the wrestling world. Seth Rollins denied it. That's right, the visionary flat-out rejected Becky's claim, igniting a scandal unlike anything we've seen before in WWE history. From tearful backstage confrontations to social media meltdowns and even official statements from WWE, we're diving deep into this wild, emotional, and heartbreaking saga. So buckle up, because this isn't just wrestling drama. This is real-life chaos spilling over into the squared circle. The shocking claim. It all started on the May 13th episode of WWE RAW. Becky Lynch came out looking more vulnerable than ever. No fiery promos, no steel chairs, no fighting spirit. She stood under the spotlight and dropped a bombshell. "Becky, I'm pregnant, again. And Seth, it's yours." The arena went dead silent. Fans stared in disbelief. Commentators fumbled their words. This wasn't part of a storyline. This wasn't a kayfabe angle. This was raw, real, and emotional. Narrator. Just a few weeks earlier, Becky had seemingly disappeared from television following her loss at WrestleMania 41. Rumors swirled about an injury, a suspension, or even a falling out with Triple H. But no one expected this. She said the baby was Seth's, and that she didn't want to hide it anymore. Fans initially thought it was a sweet reunion story, but it didn't take long before the fairy tale turned into a nightmare. Seth Rollins responds. Narrator. Less than 24 hours later, Seth Rollins appeared in a pre-recorded video posted to his Instagram and later shared by WWE's official account. Dressed in a dark blazer, seated in a plain room, Seth looked somber, but his message was crystal clear. Seth Rollins. I love Becky. I always have. We share a bond that goes beyond the ring. But I need to be honest. With myself, with my family, and with all of you. That child is not mine. Narrator. Fans were shocked. How could Seth deny the claim so directly? Was this a misunderstanding? Was he lashing out? Or was Becky lying? Rollins went on to say that he and Becky had been separated for months. According to him, they hadn't been intimate since the end of January, long before Becky would have conceived the child. He didn't accuse her of cheating, but he didn't exactly deny the possibility either. Rollins. I'm not here to shame Becky. She's a wonderful mother, a powerful woman. But I refuse to let my name be attached to something I know I'm not responsible for. Just like that, the wrestling world exploded. Twitter was ablaze. Instagram comments were flooded. Fans chose sides. Some defended Becky, claiming she wouldn't lie about something so personal. Others sided with Seth, saying he looked hurt and betrayed. Backstage chaos. According to inside reports, things behind the scenes were just as messy. WWE officials were caught off guard. This wasn't part of a storyline. This wasn't cleared with creative. Becky's Raw promo. Unscripted, unplanned, unfiltered. Triple H reportedly had an emergency meeting with both Rollins and Lynch the following day. One source said Triple H was furious, not because of the drama, but because WWE's PR department was blindsided. But the most explosive backstage development, a confrontation between Seth and Becky, caught on camera. In the leaked footage, Becky can be seen crying in a hallway, pleading with Seth to talk to her. Rollins, clearly agitated, says, "You should have talked to me before you talked to them." Becky replies, "I didn't know what else to do. You stopped answering my calls." Rollins. And you thought going public would fix that. Narrator. Security had to step in. Fellow superstars like Sami Zayn and Natalya tried to calm things down. But the damage was done. WWE's golden couple was crumbling right in front of our eyes. Theories and speculation. The wrestling internet detectives got to work. When was the last time Becky and Seth were seen together? Was Seth really in LA when Becky was in Ireland, as some fans claimed? Fan accounts began compiling photos, timestamps, and videos, trying to piece together the timeline. One shocking theory gained traction: that Becky's pregnancy could be the result of a short-lived affair with a fellow WWE superstar. Names were thrown around recklessly: Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, even CM Punk, despite no real evidence. But the theory that stuck: Cody Rhodes. Narrator: why Cody? Because he and Becky reportedly trained together for a few weeks in late February, around the time Rollins said their marriage was on the rocks. Paparazzi even snapped them leaving a restaurant together in Orlando. Of course, Cody is a happily married man with kids of his own. But that didn't stop fans from spiraling into conspiracy. Becky has not commented on any of these rumors. Cody has remained silent, and WWE has avoided addressing any of it on live programming. Social media war. After Seth's public denial, Becky responded in the only way she could, on social media. In a tearful Instagram live, Becky said, "Becky Lynch. I'm not lying. I wish I was, but I'm not. I've taken the tests. I've done everything right. I believed Seth would stand by me. I guess I was wrong." The live video received millions of views in just hours. Celebrities, fans, even other WWE superstars weighed in. Bayley tweeted, "Bayley, this isn't how you handle things. Not in private, not in public." Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley posted, "Sending love to Becky. This is bigger than wrestling." Rollins then posted a cryptic tweet, "Truth has a funny way of coming out. Always." This sparked even more backlash. Fans accused Seth of gaslighting Becky. Others praised him for standing up for himself. The divide was bitter and intense. WWE's official response. With emotions running high and headlines dominating mainstream media, WWE had no choice but to issue a public statement. WWE.com posted the following: WWE acknowledges the personal situation between Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. At this time, we are offering full support and privacy to both superstars. There is no planned storyline involving this matter. Narrator: that's right, WWE made it clear. This isn't kayfabe. This isn't entertainment. This is real life bleeding into the ring. But despite WWE's attempt to distance itself, the story continued to overshadow everything else. Ticket sales dropped. Becky missed multiple events. And Seth started working live shows without even acknowledging the situation. Friends choose sides. As the locker room grew tense, friendships began to fracture. Superstars reportedly took sides behind the scenes. According to insiders, Bayley, Natalya, and Dakota Kai stood firmly with Becky. Seth found support from Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and surprisingly, Roman Reigns. One unnamed superstar said, "It's like a custody battle. Everyone's picking a side, whether they want or not." Narrator: and amidst it all, their daughter, Little Rue, was caught in the middle. Becky and Seth had joint custody since their separation, but sources say Becky may seek full custody if the situation worsens. The paternity test. On May 19, Becky made a bold move. She publicly announced she had submitted a paternity test and that Seth was welcome to do the same. Becky: "I'm not afraid of the truth. I just want him to be honest with himself." Seth responded the same day, "I'll take the test. But I already know what it'll say." Narrator: and now, the entire